I have an unhealthy obsession with the second season of Batwoman, to the point where I get migraines of the decision that the showrunners made after season 1. And I made a video back in January talking about my concerns for the whole season after the first episode. But for newcomers who haven't watched that video, let me explain. After season 1, the main star, Ruby Rose, decided to leave the show. After that, the showrunners decided to create a new main protagonist for their show named Ryan Wilder. And how they introduced a new character as the new Batwoman is by having her find the Batsuit from a plane crash that Kate Kane was on that was caused by Black Mask and Sophia, which for some reason, I actually predicted this back in my January video. What I possibly think is that maybe Black Mask might be the reason why the plane crashed in the first place, and they probably might have captured Kate Kane for some reason.
Your family has declared you dead, Kate Kane. We'll make them believe in life after death.
We know Alice didn't do it. It could be that person named Sophia or something.
Well done, my dear. You have my blessing to bring this one to its knees.
Either they watched my video and took notes, or I just fucking called it. Either way, the whole reason why Black Mask decided to kidnap Kate Kane, because for some reason he found out that Kate Kane was Batwoman, the season never bothered to explain to us, and accuses the death of his daughter, who died during the Arkham Asylum breakdown, which was created by Alice. And just a quick reminder, she wasn't even foreshadowed or mentioned in season 1, only into season 2, episode 9. And what he did to Kate Kane was that he brainwashed her into thinking that she is his daughter. And also, it doesn't end there. He also made Alice to do plastic surgery on Kate to make her look more like her daughter, who conveniently looks like the new actress who plays Kate Kane, Wallace Day.
You will remember nothing of your life before today. Your only memories will be those of Cersei, Sionis.
So the main reason why I made another video about Batwoman Season 2 is because by the time I'm recording this, Season 3 is about to air on October 13th. So I feel this could be a pretty good time to actually explain my thoughts on the second season as a whole, so I could give the showrunners some criticism before they finish their entire production on Season 3.
Why? Why? Why?
The main reason why I couldn't get over the topic of Season 2 of Batwoman was because of the showrunner's decision to replace the original Batwoman with a completely new main protagonist that didn't originate from the comics. Now, I am fully aware that Ryan Wilder's character did appear in a Batgirl Rebirth comic issue just to cross-promote the second season of Batwoman. Note how I said Batgirl, as in the Barbara Gordon version of the character? Not Batwoman. Also, this cross-promotion is just so fucking lazy, because the way how they introduce their new Batwoman is that she just randomly exists as a part of the DC universe. She just lives in a van with her plant, and also for the fact that she sleeps in Barbara's library. And to think that the producers would actually introduce your new main Batwoman in, like, a Batwoman issue where Kate is disappeared or busy with something, and that this new character, Ryan Wilder, is a fan of Batwoman, and that she would just like to take over the mantle of Batwoman, you know, to fit the narrative for their season. And as for the process of the Kate Kane recast, I can understand that the excuse of why they immediately introduce your new main protagonist is because they were busy trying to find their new Kate Kane during the middle of post-production, but that wasn't the case, considering that there was an interview after the 8th episode of the second season. One of the showrunners mentioned that Wallace Day was supposed to be the Ryan Wilder character before changing into the Kate Kane character in pre-production, meaning that they already found their main star role and there was no need for them to replace with a new main protagonist. God. Oh, and that's not all about the Kate Kane character, because things are just about to get way fucking worse when it comes to the season finale of Season 2.
Well, that's just lazy writing.
Now, the Season 2 finale has some really good moments, like Luke Fox finally becoming Batwing, also Alice and Ryan both teaming up together to try to regain Kate Kane's memories, and Alice and Ryan trying to save Kate. So you think that when they regain Kate Kane's memories, you expect her to be the main Batwoman again, and have Ryan Wilder join the team as a member and have her as a side character. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, as the writers decided to do this.
You know better than anyone what that symbol means to people who have no hope left. Batwoman's yours, Ryan.
What the shit?
Now, full disclosure, I am not saying that Ryan Wilder should just straight up leave the show. I do think that Kate could actually give her a new superhero identity and have her join her team, but it is just too soon to have Kate Kane pass on the Batwoman mantle that she created onto somebody else, even though she is in perfectly good condition, unlike Steve Rogers after Endgame and Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond. And I know Arrow kinda did this back in season 6 when Oliver Queen passed the mantle to John Diggle in like the first half of the season, but that's because it was during an arc where Oliver Queen decides to take care of his long-lost child, William, and also for the fact that it takes place after a good amount of seasons have passed by, which actually feels a bit tolerable than compared to how Batwoman did it. Oh, but we're not dead yet, because Kate, when she goes to confront Sophie, and before she finally gave a kiss to her, she mentions that she's going to leave Gotham again, because she's gonna try to find her cousin.
You're leaving Gotham. Of course you are.
First to see my dad and a friend in National City. Then I'm off to find Bruce.
Again, I mentioned this in my previous video back in January, but this shouldn't have been the main plot point of the second season. And the reason why this feels forced again is because she doesn't even have a fucking lead on where her long-lost cousin is. Unless if she found some information while she's staring at some murals in National City, which happened, you know, off screen. You know, Caroline, as a person who really wanted to work on this show because you love the Kate Kane character, you sure are still really eager to have Ryan Wilder as your new main Batwoman, which is a bit hypocritical of you if I might add on.
Rev up those fryers, cause I am sure hungry for one. Help! Help!
So, what do I expect in season 3 of Batwoman? The answer is really simple. Show us some scenes of Kate Kane finding Bruce Wayne. Now, it is predictable coming from a person like me, but that is what establishes ever since the Elseworld crossover event.
If you are in Gotham City, you're attracting the type of attention that we don't want.
No, if Gotham can handle the Batman, they can handle the Green Arrow. The Batman's an urban legend. You don't believe Batman's real?
He's not real. He's an urban legend concocted by the Gotham Police Department to scare criminals. I'm the original vigilante.
I mean, it's just a fan's curiosity. And also, if they have some availability of Wallace Day, they could at least show us the process of her trying to find Bruce Wayne instead of just telling us, like I mentioned the issues before. It's the golden cinematic rule of show don't tell.
There is no point. There's never any point.
So in conclusion, there really was no point on replacing your main Batwoman. And to some of the writers and the showrunners of the show who still actually care about for this character, in sometime in the near future, please have her right back as the main protagonist. Her story is not done yet, and you basically know that.